Hello everybody, it's Jim the Gentleman Crafter, and tonight I wanted to show you how I made this cool tag, I think, from some Tim Holtz stamps, some Tim Holtz alterations leaf dies, tattered leaves, and some modeling paste. Okay, so here we go. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is I grabbed a number 10 tag. It's a manila tag from Ranger. And I am going to use some bright persimmon on it. And I'm running through this pretty quick. And then some gathered twigs. Like that, and then maybe some Dusty Concord Distress Inks. I'm sorry, I'm not talking. I'm thinking about what I'm doing. Think and talk. Who knew? Okay, so that's that. Kind of some pretty fall colors, you know what I mean? I'm going to use this again, the bright persimmon, and kind of go over the whole thing a little bit. Kind of blend them together. Use a little of this too. Kind of get some darker fall colors going in there. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I think I spritzed it with just a tad of water. You know what I mean? And dry it with a gun, which is over here. Grab that real quick. You know, it doesn't do that much, but it does. I like the big droplets on here. It adds just another element to it. Okay, and then I'm going to use my stamps. I'm going to use some archival ink. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. And oh, I forgot my stamp pad. Hold on. I'll choose this big one. And I'm just going to use it and go off of the page a little bit. Down here maybe. And then maybe on this side. Let's see, this way. And then I'm going to use the, grab a napkin real quick. And got my other one. And do the same thing, kind of go off the page a little bit. And up here. And then in the center, I am going to use the stamps, y'all, I used is one of Tim's new ones. It's the Stampers Anonymous Autumn Blueprints. And then I'm going to use this one in the center, which is the Acorn. Okay. I'll line that up real quick. Okay. And I'm going to dry that real quick. Like that. This is what I'm getting so far. Okay, and now I'm going to use some modeling paste and put it on. This is Liquitex modeling paste, and just kind of scoop some out and put it on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ruin a paintbrush. Oops. If I don't clean it out real quick, so I'll have to clean that out real quick. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to use a paintbrush to kind of go over it first, to try to get it in there where I want it to go. And I think y'all can see that. I did these on, I did this one this last weekend, and I thought I took pictures and stuff, but I didn't. So I'm going to, that's why I'm doing the video. So it'd be kind of cool anyway for y'all to see it. Kind of getting up close to that line. I can probably fix that with some ink. Where I went over the lines there. Just looking for a little bit of texture here. Kind of swoops down like that. And then for the top one, this is where I need the water. Here, I'll just put it in my spritzer. Don't tell anybody. I know I'm desperate. Don't do that at home. Okay, so I'm going to put some more on the top. Actually, let me get this. I probably have the wrong palette knife for this, but it's what I got right now with me. So put a little bit more of that on there. Like that. Kind of working it in a little bit. I'm going to grab my paintbrush again. You gotta love that, huh? It's handy. I know. Professional. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up a little bit too. I really need my glasses. Can y'all see that? Yeah. Okay, there we go. I know I should be doing this palette knife, but paintbrushes work. And should probably have some music on or something so that it sounds, well, we've got some sound going. Once again, I'm going to let me yank some of this down a little bit. And then on this one, I think what I'll do is smooth it out just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to stop the video, and I am going to actually go wash my brush real quick. I need to do the stem real quick. Okay, So I'm going to go wash, I'm going to stop this, wash the brush, come back and texturize the top. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Wash my brush. Now for the top, I'm just going to do some serrations, I think. Kind of like that. And then go back across it. Just looking for some texture. Okay, so that is that. And once again, don't worry about that. We can either cover it with a leaf that I'm going to show you or ink it in a little bit. So that is kind of what I did for the center. So I'm going to let this dry and I will be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. And what I'm going to do next, this is semi-dry. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Tim's Reinkers, the Distress Ink Reinkers. I'm using Bright Persimmon and Vintage Photo, okay? And what I'm going to do for the acorn, I'm going to see if I can do this upside down. I'm just going to daub it. Same thing we did with the leaves. And the Vintage Photo kind of on the outside. Okay. And what I'm just going to work this top part first. I did go and get a little plastic cup. And I'm going to do is add a little water to it. And the reason why the paintbrush, instead of this spritzing like I did with the leaves, that you'll see in another video here in a little bit, was because I wanted to control it a little bit better. Kind of bring up that lighter color in the center there and leave the other sides dark. The outside's dark. Okay. And I'm going to just wash that out real quick. And then what I'm going to do for the top, I'm just going to use a Vintage Photo. But I'm going to dry this real quick. Let me move that cup just a little bit. See if we can dry it a little bit. Kind of leave the outside alone. I'm going to pull this up and then probably put some more ink on it. So. I'll put a little bit more brown. So, I mean, there's no art to it. I mean, no science to it. I mean, it's just having fun. So up here, I'm going to put Vintage Photo in the top. Just Vintage Photo this time. And pretty strong. And not diluted with the water. I don't know why I get real quiet when I paint, or do I paint. You know, this is kind of painting. I do. I don't know why. So that's kind of what I did. Let me show it to you. I'll pull a little of this up right here. So it kind of does that effect, and it's really, you know, I love that glossy on this flat matte card. I think that's really cool. So I will, I'm going to let that dry, and I'll be back in a second.